I'm a trained remote viewer and I am skilled in all of the psychic abilities. I've been trained since I was a child. And it's interesting that in the 1990s, I felt it was very important um, that we be trained to keep our focus on our economics, on our prosperity, even if the apocalypse and all the dreadful times happened. Well, we're kind of there now in the apocalypse. The most dreadful things have not happened, but they can. And for that reason, I decided to start this training, which I've been practicing up since 1999, believe it or not. That's 23 years. Just in case a lot of the things that are being talked about actually do happen. We create a reality, so we should be able to recreate it. But just in case, part of the recreation needs to be to get our mind to stay focused on prosperity, even if everything collapses around us. I suggest, which I wasn't able to get the link for you, but we have a document on a multidimensional model for prosperity, having to do with companies, organizations, um, and looking at the different dimensions, which is where reality is created, in order to take care of the issues there so that they don't reach the physical dimension and you end up with a real problem rather than a potential problem in your hands. So, what we are going to do today is not be all over the universe. We're going to be very focused, and we're going to be doing a mantra, which is the one that you see on screen. The mantras are repeated in silence, and if you could get both of your feet on the ground, that would be really good. Now go ahead and breathe into the space in between your legs, which is your root chakra. That is what most of us associate with prosperity. And of course, the animal that is associated with the root chakra and prosperity is the elephant. And Ganesh is the version from India, which is considered a sacred figure and is always called in when you have issues of prosperity or you want to reinforce yours. So we're going to go ahead and start now. When we finish at 6:30, then I'm going to go directly into Spanish. So if you know both languages, perfect, you stay. And if you only know English, you can actually continue doing the mantra as we're speaking, and you will be in the energy of creating prosperity, even in the midst of chaos, keeping your focus. Actually, that's a good practicing of. People will be doing it in Spanish, which you're not going to be hearing them anyway. Uh, but it'll give you another 20 minutes worth of mantras under your belt, and it will make a huge difference. So I would like for everyone to check and see how it is that they're feeling right now from 1 to 10. You don't need to put it on screen. How do you feel? 1 is you feel so bad you want to die. 10 is you feel great. Where are you at? Okay, jot that down in your mind. Now, look at this dress and let yourself know, what color is it? It's gold and white. If your vibration is low, in other words, not so good, you might see it bronze and blue. Same dress. But you have a filter that's a little bit dirty because your vibration is low for whatever reason. And you don't see the dress in the color that it was made in, which is gold and white. I'm going to show it at the end, and you may find that the dress is brighter, or instead of seeing the blue, you're going to see the white. So we are going to start by paying attention to your root chakra, which is the energy center that channels, the main center that channels prosperity. It's in between your legs. Take your breath there and take red light. Direct it with your intention and your consciousness as if you are there inside that area in between your legs, which is the root chakra. And just breathe into it for a few seconds. Just breathe into that area. We're going to do one more little thing. Go down 2 inches below that area between your legs and parallel to the floor, not sending up a parallel, there's a door. That is the door, the Brahmavara door, which is the door to the underworld. Why don't you make sure that that door is closed? And if you can't see anything because you haven't done enough training with us, no problem. Visualize a door and you're closing it. Remember, it's parallel to the ground, the door. It's not standing up like the doors in your home. Make sure it's closed. If it doesn't stay closed, put some elephants on. Make the elephants sit there and they will. Okay, we're going to do several minutes of a purification mantra, and then we're going to go into 20 minutes of the intention mantra of being prosperous even in the midst of chaos. But the purification mantra really helps to get some big garbage out of the way. All the mantras are repeated in silence in your head. Okay? You breathe out through your mouth. You can actually send the mantra to your root chakra. Direct it there with your intention and your breath. The purification mantra is, even though I'm afraid I won't have enough money, even though I'm afraid of not having money, I love and accept myself. What does not having money mean? Whatever it means to you. This is all about you and your mind and creating reality. So even though I'm afraid to not have money, I love and accept myself. You repeat it silently. You breathe into and imagine you're taking it down to that space between your legs, which is your root chakra. And go ahead and start. Don't move your mouth with the words. Even though I'm afraid to not have money, I love and accept myself. Do not move your mouth with the words. Repeat them silently in your mind, but direct your mind to the space in between your legs, which is your root chakra. You can also visualize red energy there, or send red light there, which is the color of that energy center. And keep breathing. Just very relaxed. Make sure you're seated firmly on your chair. You're not ready to jump up the way we sit most of the time because we're so anxious. Just melt into your chair. Let your shoulders drop. Even though I'm afraid of not having money, I love and accept myself. Or it can be, even though I'm afraid I won't have money, I love and accept myself. Okay, even my voice is softer. So just those several times helped me. Now we're going to go ahead and we are going to do the intention mantra, which is, please God help me with my intention to be prosperous even in the midst of chaos. I'm going to go ahead and start repeating it in silence. Do not move your mouth with the words. Release the breath from your mouth. Stay very rooted in your chair, or if you're sitting on the floor. Keep repeating silently without moving your lips. Please God help me with my intention to be prosperous, even in the midst of chaos. This helps to where if there's a god-awful piece of news that will shock all of us into thinking, oh my God, what's going to happen to the economy? You already are prepared and protected from falling into shock or fear because we left on the wording, even in the midst of chaos. We're not in chaos now. I hope we're never going to be. But if something happens that's chaotic, you're already prepared. You can keep your focus. Keep repeating this without moving your lips. Please, God, help me with my intention to be prosperous, even in the midst of chaos. And now I'm going to go ahead and put one of our Mantrista music videos, which has to do with freedom and movement um, and you keep repeating the mantra silently. We're going to do this for 15 minutes. That's a long time, and yet it goes really quickly. Hi, we are continue doing the mantra. I'm sorry, I don't know how to handle the music properly. Continue repeating the mantra in silence without moving your lips. Please, God, help me with my intention to be prosperous, even in the midst of chaos. Let's continue. We just did about 20 minutes of prosperity training. First, we did the purification mantra to release a bit of your fear of not having money, which could have been in another lifetime when you were a child or last week. And then we went into focusing your mind towards the creation of a reality where it doesn't really matter what happens to everybody else. You're still going to be prosperous. And the words, of course, are on screen. Please, God, help us with our intention to be prosperous, even in the midst of chaos. So I'm going to put again the dress on screen. Isn't it great that we got provided with an object, an image that can tell you not what your vibration is in the moment, but can tell you when your vibration goes up or goes down? Because when you look at this dress and you see it white and gold, your vibration's okay. But if, like me, several years ago, you have a rage attack because of something that somebody did, and you go back and look at the dress, it's not going to be white and gold anymore. Chances are it'll be bronze and blue, which for me was a shocker, because even though I know that's possible, I didn't realize that with one rage, you can completely set yourself back in terms of your frequency. But you can also, in terms of a session like this, bring your vibration up. So how's your vibration? What is the color of the dress to you? Is it any different than it was when we first started this session? And then, of course, how do you feel compared to how you felt before we started the mantra session? From 1 to 10, what did you feel when you started? And what have you improved? If you went up 2 points, that means you got 20% better in 25 minutes, which is excellent. A lot of people feel many times better than that. So we hope to be getting together regularly, I hope weekly, to hook on to creating the reality of prosperity, even in the midst of chaos. Not in the midst of chaos, but even in the midst of chaos. In other words, if chaos happens to be part of our path. And it has been said that this is the first time in history in the last several years where you can have a reality totally different from the reality of the person next to you. We no longer have a collective reality. We have individual realities. It's not pleasant, but it's kind of reassuring to hear that all of your work will not get thrown out the window by bad political decisions or misfortunes or what other people did or said or didn't do, that you can create your own prosperity. So we're going to end now, but in 30 seconds, we're going to go ahead and go straight into this same training, but in Spanish. Now, if you want to spend some more time in this energy and in my energy field, which automatically augments your psychic abilities, keep doing the mantra while I introduce this in Spanish, and I will be putting the music back on again, and you'll be able to benefit from that. But you stay in the energies, keep the focus. And like I tell people, if it irritates you to hear another language you can't understand because you really, really, really want to understand, well, you know what? Try to kind of get used to it, because this whole ET thing, when everybody realizes that there are beings from other planets and all the rest of that, you're going to have to get used to a lot more than just another language. So train yourself to be flexible. Stay with us if you want. If not, we will see you again. We are going to start peace training on Thursday at 3. So we'll see you there, or we'll see you on our YouTube channel in English, or right here on Twitter. We're very happy to be here. Okay. Thank you for joining us. And now we're going to go ahead and go into Spanish. ¿Cómo están ustedes? Ok. Vamos a empezar el entrenamiento que vamos a hacer toda la semana teniendo que ver con prosperidad. Acabamos de hacer media hora en inglés. Ahora lo vamos a hacer media hora en español. Ya ustedes saben, vamos a empezar con mantras, pero primero siéntense muy sentado en la silla, las dos piernas con los pies en el piso, derechito. Pueden poner las manos en el Apana Mudra, 2 dedos del medio y los otros 2 extendidos. Y esta parte de las manos encima de las piernas. Eso despierta los 3 chakras de abajo que están muy asociados con tu vida en planeta Tierra, en la dimensión física. Vamos a hacer el mantra de purificación por 3 o 4 minutos con las medusas. Y el mantra va a ser, aunque tengo miedo no tener dinero, me amo y me acepto. Si alguien o varios de ustedes quieren ponerlo en pantalla, aunque tengo miedo no tener dinero, me amo y me acepto. Y pongan mantra de purificación, punto, punto, aunque tengo miedo no tener dinero, me amo y me acepto, para que los que están viniendo nuevos puedan saber que ese es un mantra de purificación en vez de intención que vamos a hacer ahora. ¿Ok? Y gracias por acompañarme. Vamos con las medusas. Por favor, aunque tengo miedo no tener dinero, me amo y me acepto. Ok. Vamos con el vestido. ¿Cómo está el vestido? Y cómo está su mente de 1 a 10, 1 sintiéndote terriblemente mal y 10 sintiéndote excelente. Apunten esas dos, la observación del vestido y ahora cómo te sientes, y vamos a ir a 20 minutos con el mantra de intención, que es este mantra, que no lo tengo en español, aquí está en inglés. Por favor, Dios, ayúdame con mi intención de ser próspero hasta en el medio del caos. Y usen la palabra hasta en el medio del caos, porque posiblemente vamos a poder prevenir el caos. ¿Ok? Entonces vamos a hacer 20 minutos. Si alguien lo puede poner, el mantra, y pongan un mantra de intención. Por favor, Dios, ayúdame con mi intención de ser próspero hasta en el medio del caos. Gracias. Y seguimos. Wow, se acabó la música, déjenme ponerlo de nuevo. Siga. ¿Cómo están ustedes? ¿Cómo están ustedes? Enfermo. Ah, sí, yo me siento más tranquila, la voz que siempre se me nota en la voz, el apuro, exceso de fuego, frustración, rabia. Estoy súper preocupada con lo que veo en las otras dimensiones y nos vamos a reunir ahora a las 8 ah, aquí mismo para mirar ah, lo que va a pasar ahora a las 8 con lo de Orión. Se pasa muy rápido el tiempo, demasiado rápido el tiempo. Voy a poner el vestido para que lo vean y tengo que volver por acá. Y a ver cómo se siente. Yo lo veo más limpio, más blanco, más despejado. Sí, varias personas dijeron que se apareció Ganesh. Eso es bueno. Nosotros estamos bien encaminados. Ah, por lo del portal nos reunimos ahora a las 8, correcto. Teresa, ¿cuál es tu opinión? Que no sé lo que estás contestando. Ya. Mira, eso no es bueno si alguien te tocó el talón izquierdo. Yo creo que los Virgos, no me acuerdo quién iba a tener problemas con la pierna izquierda. Aries, esta semana. Entonces eso es un espíritu. Ponte las medias verdes por la noche. Tú sabes que cuando, ¿sabes cómo las personas mayores se le ponen los talones totalmente secos y a veces se quiebran? Y dicen que está muy asociado con la diabetes. Resulta ser que a mí me está pasando eso, no se me quiebran, pero se me resecan y digo, ay Dios mío, este proceso de ponerse viejo, lo que lo soluciona es ponerte la mantequilla de la India que se llama ghee, 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 es mantequilla de la India, te lo pones en los talones, en una noche, en 2 noches se resuelve, lo cual significa que tiene que ver eso, aunque tenga que ver con diabetes, que no creo que tengo, tiene que ver con la calidad de los aceites que estás comiendo y tomando. Entonces yo estoy aumentando mucho el ghee, hablando talón, que tendría que ver con chakra raíz, etc. Te picó una araña ahí, pero eso es porque tu aura está débil ahí. Eso es una señal. Los horóscopos están desde el domingo. Sí, me dicen que en español se me olvidó Capricornio. Gracias, Estela, ella puso el nombre de la mantequilla. O sea, el problema es que a uno le parece que no tiene solución y te pones petróleo, te pones esto, te pones el otro, mejor, se pone peor, lo que fuera. Se resuelve con qué. Y en 2 o 3 semanas llega mi amigo, el que es médico de la India, el doctor Akila Sharma, a ver si nos da una pequeña charla en inglés por acá. Mira, vamos a preguntarle sobre el tercer ojo. ¿Qué dice el Ayurveda sobre el tercer ojo? La medicina de la India. ¿Qué dice sobre el tercer ojo? Sí, azul zafiro, yo también he usado eso, pero el ghee te lo resuelve en una noche. Así que ponte las dos cosas o prueba el ghee para ver. No es que quites el coco es excelente. Natalia, medias verdes, las medias verdes. A nosotros se nos acabaron, los encargué, ya están en camino, creo. También estoy encargando las banderas de Tibet, donde tienen las cosas en cada plaquita de tela. Lo estoy encargando para los mantristas con el Ankh, el mantra de purificación de miedo, el mantra de prosperidad. Y creo que no van a ser caros. Estoy contenta con eso, muy contenta. Y creo que voy a encargar una cosa de cristal que tiene abajo piedras y voy a poner la piedra citrine y la piedra labradorite. Citrine es para el plexo solar y el labradorite para protección, para la cuestión del poder personal, dirigirse más hacia eso. Entonces me voy a despedir y de aquí, son las 7, de aquí a una hora nos reunimos de nuevo. ¿Ok? Ok.